Shields and truncheons fought to keep order at Stonehenge this morning as hippies tried to reach the ancient stone circle to celebrate the summer solstice. There were 40 arrests and 7 police officers were injured. One with head injuries had to be airlifted to hospital. 2 hippies were also hurt. Up to 4,000 people had gathered for the dawn ceremony in defiance of a court order keeping them out. Sam Hall reports from the scene.
The trouble began an hour before sunrise when a section of the 4,000-strong hippie crowd tried to break through a fence just below Stonehenge. It was guarded by more than 1,000 police drafted in from London, the West Midlands and Wales. Bricks and other missiles were thrown, then riot police moved in with shields and gas canisters on their backs. Overhead, a helicopter told the crowd to disperse or face arrest, but the warning had no effect and more missiles were thrown, including knives and machetes. Police snatch squads moved in and dealt quickly and efficiently with those rioters they could catch, some of them so violent they had to be forced down to the ground. Meanwhile, the Druids held their ceremony according to ancient tradition, but at 4:47, when the sun rose to herald the summer, it did so behind thick cloud. Sam Hall, TVAM, Stonehenge.
In his second report, Sam Hall outlines the legal moves by the police aimed at keeping the hippies out.
The police, ironically, chose to deliver the injunction 12 hours to the minute before the sun was due to appear above Stonehenge for the summer solstice. But most hippies weren't even aware it had been served, but that they were now officially banned from Stonehenge and the surrounding area.
It doesn't give them permission to stay here, it just stops them or prevents them from going on other land, as shown on that injunction, which belonged to the agent or the landowner who has served it.
Almost immediately afterwards, the hippies announced they would walk the 5 miles to the stones, starting at midnight. Meanwhile, more than 1,000 people went about their daily business in the woodland camp, cooking and eating, playing guitars and flutes, getting drunk, and sometimes incapable. Others begged police for money to buy food and wanted to know if they were going to the Stonehenge spectacle.
Have you got a ticket to go?
But all along, most of them knew that they were unlikely to achieve what they had come for. Hippie camps and convoys around Stonehenge are now becoming something of an annual ritual, and once again, the aims of most of the people here have been thwarted. Sam Hall, TVAM, CHOLDERTON in Wiltshire.
The economic summit.
Currencies, the US dollar is down slightly against the Deutschmark at 175.90.